Hey Quincy, you need to upload more hockey videos. I know it's not hockey season, but you're gonna have to get those preview videos out before October. I mean, dude, you're kind of slowing up. Okay. Just you go down for a minute. Well, but Max Pacioretty, I know. Max Pacioretty has been traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. And this is a very interesting trade. I think it was pretty even for both sides. And I'm actually interested to talk about it. So, this is very interesting. Now, there's been no hockey news as of the deadline. Or since free agency. There's been no news since free agency. I look at my phone, and my boy Steve Dangle says that Max Pacioretty has been traded. So I look up the info on the trade. It was Golden Knights receive Max Pacioretty. Canadians receive Tomas Tatar, a second-round pick from this year, and a future second-round pick. That's about even for both sides. Tatar is a good player. And I know a lot of people were goofing on the Golden Knights because they had to give up a king's ransom to go to Tatar to get Tatar. They had to give up, I think, a first and a second to get Tatar. Now they just trade Tatar away. And everybody thought Pacioretty was going to go to the Kings. They're going to trade him to that same division, but he's going to Vegas. Now, this is very interesting. Now, so if you're doing the math, essentially what Vegas gave up to get Pacioretty was a first-round pick and 3 second-round picks, which is a little much, I'd say, for a team that was already a cup contender. But this definitely makes them better, I would say. And the one thing I want to talk about is the Habs. As a Leafs fan, I do not like this team, but I'm kind of interested because I remember they had that one year they were playoffs, and then they fell into the earth's crust, and it was kind of funny to watch. But I know they traded a bunch of picks. They got about 3 first-round picks in free agency and trades. And I'm like, and they get some more here, so what are you up to? You're getting more. Something's not adding up. Why do the Habs need so many picks? I think they realize that they're not a contender, which is good. Good. Teams need to realize nowadays that a lot of them are not contenders. And that's great. They are stacking up for the future with those picks. And if they, if I think they got one of the picks from the Tatar trade. So if Detroit does really bad, which it's looking like they will, those picks might be very, 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 very valuable. So that's where I think the Habs might be very good in this trade. And the fact that they know they're not going to contend this year, maybe not even the next year, but they know if they can get some young players, they could get their first cup since '93. As for Vegas, they obviously get better. They get Pacioretty. He's a great player that I don't really like because he's on the Habs, but that definitely improves their depth, which I think may have hurt them a little bit in the Cup final against Washington. But now this team's looking scary. This Knights team, I think they're probably my predictions for the West, for the Pacific, are going to be Vegas at 1, Sharks at a close second. Then it's going to be, I think, the Kings, then the Ducks. And that's how I think that division's gonna go. And then as for Montreal's division, I may as well make my prediction. That's the division the Leafs are in. I want to say the Leafs are gonna get the number 1 spot, but I don't have confidence in them to do so. I think Tampa grabs that spot. It's gonna be Tampa at 120 points or something, and the Leafs at 115. So it's gonna be probably Tampa Bay, Toronto, then probably Boston. And the 4th team's going to be, I know they only had 3 teams from that division make the playoffs. It was those 3 I just said. It's not going to be Montreal. It's not going to be Detroit. I don't know who's going to be that 4th spot. It's those 3 teams are so top-heavy. But what the playoffs are looking out to be is either, it's going to probably be something like the Lightning and the Panthers, and the Leafs and the Bruins again, which I do not want to see. I'm sick and tired of the Bruins beating us every year. But as for the Pacioretty trade, I think Vegas does get better. However, I think the competition has also gotten better where they may not make the cup again. But I'm so excited for this NHL season. I'm more excited for the playoffs since that's probably the best time of year in hockey. But anyway, guys, who do you think won the trade? I think it's about even. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time on Quincy Sports, and college football picks might become later tonight.